All right, we're live, right? We're
We're
live.
live.
Okay, we are
You're
live, everybody.
you're at the wheel, buddy. You're at the wheel.
Yes.
You got this. You can do
Today,
this.
and today, we did the old switcheroo, right? Which is not something that we should be doing. Uh, only today,
Yeah.
I shouldn't be knocking this. Only today, I'm your host. My name is Miguel Machado, and I'm your new laser friend, right? Right here with the one and only, the best designer in the world, the only guy that can do what he does, Don
Miguel
Con.
Machado. Yeah.
To this side here. Haha, I got you.
We nailed it. Yeah.
Your birthday
I
friend, the birthday boy. Exactly. Happy B-Day to the
Thank
Don.
you. Thank you.
Come on, Don.
Much obliged.
Introduce yourself. Tell
Oh,
people
well,
how amazing you are.
how do I top that intro? I almost titled myself Don Terrified today. You saw it. Because like being on this side of things, Miguel and I basically just have a conversation with one another talking about like who actually has the hard job. And I gotta be honest with you, like I always think he has the harder job, but I think today I actually get off easy. I get to show you guys how to do something really cool that I think is fun. And Miguel has to like tell jokes. He's already very funny. So you guys are going to see a side of Miguel that I think you don't often get to see. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So tell us about the challenge, buddy. What should people expect if this is their first time watching? Boy, I wouldn't expect this.
Wait. First time watching. This is wrong. This is wrong. It's not. Yeah. I shouldn't be telling anybody about the challenge. You should be telling people about the challenge.
Listen,
right?
You're the host. I'll do whatever you tell me. Within reason.
Right? You chose the topic that we're gonna do today, and you chose the design. You designed it. You're gonna tell people how you're gonna do it, in all the step of the way. Right? Everything that I do, you're gonna do today better. Because to be honest, being this side of the screen is way more, I don't know, terrifying than designing anything.
You know what I love about it is it lets you flex muscles that you don't normally have to. Like I feel like I've learned how to. I could be in just about any conversation at this point if I can. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. If I can entertain people while also like watching you guys design and try and ask good questions. I feel like I don't know. It's funny because it's like it's tricky. And I feel like you don't know it's tricky until you do it. But the bigger thing is more like it feels like a transferable skill to me. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how I'm going to use it in real life, but it does feel like a skill. Listen, tell you what, I can go through what I'm going to do today if you like.
All right. But before
that,
exactly, got to bring our esteemed guest, as always, coming here, Amy Hill, right below us.
Hello.
Highly esteemed.
Trinity, right?
Yes, exactly.
Emmy, how are you doing?
How are you?
How are you doing today, Emmy?
Doing good, thank you. How are you?
What? I'm great. I'm actually terrified that I'm hosting this, and I don't know how to be funny or entertaining. So
so far you seem to have both.
Look at this.
So far you seem to have both.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, all this like this teeth showing us is like it's just fear. You know, people are like stuck in place.
Welcome to the 1 hour fight or flight challenge.
Fear in the headlights.
Okay. So you knew ahead also that we're going to do some decals today and some stickers. So we prepare something special for us or Dawn, right?
Really?
Amy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Well, let me just say, I am like an avid. I have books like this all over my home. I have had them my whole life. I love stickers. I'm like a sticker fanatic. And when I thought about what I wanted to show today, also from like a material standpoint, because usually I'm the consumables person, so I wanted to show off a material that we hadn't had a chance to show yet that I think is really, really cool, is also in the starter kit and the Rayjet, the hobbyist kit. It's such a cool material. I don't want to tip my hat too soon, but it's such a cool material. We're going to do such a cool application with it today. I haven't used Illustrator in I don't know how long, but I'm going to show you guys a technique that I learned when I was in university, and then I'm going to show you a little bit that I know about processing really thin materials. How long ago was that? As of today, age is just a number. It was a 16 years, something like that. I'm 34. I'm 34 years old. I'm very pleased to be 34.
You look 20, brother.
Thank you, brother. So far, it's been really, really good. So, I'm going to kick it off today with this chat. I legitimately have been nervous about this, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun. From the instant I showed Miguel the design, and he was like, "Oh, I think that's actually pretty cool," I was like, "Oh, okay." Like I have the blessing. I have the blessing from, I can do this. So, I'm really excited to show this to you guys today. And then, if you have any questions, by all means, ask. Miguel is your conduit to everything today. So if you throw anything in the chat, he's going to pass it on to us. Amy has a surprise. Really? That's so exciting.
Exactly.
I'm like genuinely jazzed.
It's such a surprise that even I didn't know about that. So that's a surprise for me.
Me too.
Yeah. Like that's cool. Okay, go ahead.
Should we get started?
Yes, I think so. Like, are you ready?
I'm totally ready. Yeah.
Are you ready, Amy?
Right.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So,
All right.
share your screen with us, Don.
I'm gonna pop in.
And
There it is.
no, there isn't. Everything is black. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Cool. Okay. So now I will say, that's new.
No.
Listen, it's sneak peeks. Now, Miguel is a actual designer, so he has the presets for his page set up to the size of the Rayjet. I only know how to do this technique in a certain size of board, and I'm using his laptop today that he's very generously allowed me to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ruin this and make it into pixels. Now, I wouldn't typically advise doing this, but it's just the only way that I know how to do this technique. So I want to show this to you guys. Okay. We can always edit that out. It's not live. It's totally fine. The other thing I wanted to make a point of is that as I'm going along, I might say things in Illustrator that are technically not correct. So I'm really counting on Miguel to be able to help me out in those instances. I might kind of go back to him, from time to time to be able to say, like, actually, what that's called is this. So for instance, like for right now, I'm going to open up my layers panel, and I am going to create a little grid here using the rectangular grid tool. And now this completely depends on, in my experience, you'll see in a minute kind of when it's based on the technique, what it is I'm going to do, but you want to set the size of your parameters, and here it's 800 by 800.
I'm back.
Hello. Horizontal and vertical dividers are 30 by 30.
Okay, so just so that I can tell you guys something, Don's laptop is tiny, like actually tiny, so I can't see anything that he's doing inside Illustrator, and unless you tell me what it is, I'm just like following you by voice.
I never discuss it, but I've got to be honest with you. I go mostly by feel from week to week. So you'll be like, now I'm clicking on this tool, and I'm like, you sure, Miguel? And like, I'm a clue. I'm just like, those are good settings you're using on the. I think, listen. I'm actually. Miguel is being very complimentary, but it actually makes me feel like we do like a really extra cool thing because he makes the hosting sound like it's tricky when realistically you guys have the hard job. Okay.
So now that you created the grid?
Now that I've created the grid, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to find the tool that I want under the shape builder tool, which is, no, I don't want that. That's a perspective grid tool.
Oh, you want the paint bucket, right?
No. How do I get rid of this?
Here, click on the X, yes. Click on the X. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We're a team. Here's the shape builder tool. What I want is the live. I want this. Live paint bucket.
That's what I did.
But there's two paint buckets. Isn't there like a fill paint bucket and a live paint bucket?
I don't know. I just know that one. But
I'm an Adobe trainer, and I will tell you right now. Okay, so I'm going to click this to make this a live paint group. I'm not sure what that does. I just know that's how I do it. And then you're going to deselect so that now what you've got is a sort of painting tool. You'll see how it works in a moment. I'm going to set this so that it is solid
So
black.
this is basically like smart guides, but for the design that you want to do. You create the grid based on pixels, and then you go like smart guiding your way through a design, correct?
Correct.
Smart guide, for those that don't know what it is, if you go to View in Illustrator and click Smart Guides, it's basically going to snap you to certain points that are exact on different vectors, right? So there he goes.
So now I can fill in like pixels and create sort of a, pixel art style design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together this cool little pixel art because it's one of my particular, like it's an art style from my youth. And again, it's like something that I still really love. And then also it's something that I feel like is still kind of, like it doesn't have like a vintage feel to me. It does, but it's still like a viable style to use. So I'm going to quickly open up. I'll show you the finished piece that I have ready to go. And please, like, you can't at me about the fact that I have this ready to go ahead of time. I think I have it ready to go ahead of time. I don't have it ready to go ahead of time because it's on this stick that's over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to teach you how to do it while I put this stick in. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to fill out my shape. Here we go. And this is what we're aiming for.
Ooh.
So this is sort of like one of those, here's one I prepared earlier. So that's what we're going to try and get to, but I just want to teach you again, just sort of on a more basic shape, how we go about getting that style. So I'm just going to keep filling in boxes here. And the nice thing about this, again, is that you're getting that pixel art style without having to use specialized brushes or specialized tools. You could use this to create any shape, any style of thing you want. And what I love about it for stickers is I think pixel art, because it's so limited in its aesthetic, really forces you to be clear in what it is you're drawing, which means that your sticker is going to be really, really clear. If you're making decals and it's going to be smaller, typically, it's something that I learned early on, that you want to make it really readable and really like obvious what it is straight out of the gate. I've learned a lot from Miguel about like making silhouettes readable and stuff.
How long took you to do that?
The original one?
Skulls, yes.
Well, so this is the thing, is like the skulls, I sort of took a page out of your playbook. I thought, like, what would Miguel do here? And I was like, well, Miguel would not be ashamed to use something from like Vecteezy. So what I did is I took an illustration of a skull and I traced the original illustration, but then tried to do it in like a sort of pixel arty style, as I said. So if I can kind of replicate it here on the fly, essentially what I did was I looked at, how the illustrator had constructed it and then just tried to roughly approximate where those lines would be, because obviously in the actual like drawing of a skull, it has like curves and things like this. So in my particular like reinterpretation, let's say, what I've done is I have worked really hard to just approximate those curves using this particular style.
Okay, so I'm sorry to get into the design area like that, since today I'm the host. I promised you I was not going to do that, but I think
I'm glad you are.
A better way to do that, besides like getting all the grid part and the live paint bucket, is to create a layer that you can reflect to the other side, because what he's trying to do right now is making sure that both sides are exact, and this is probably either going to be 1-2 pixels wrong, or it's going to take forever, right? And you can easily mirror that, live mirror, with some effects, some transform effects, with layers. And we did that before, I think.
We absolutely did when we taught the patterns, I think, right?
Yes, patterns and challenges ago. But if you go there, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, so it's an easier way and more exact to do what he's doing.
The reason I went with this was also because, as I say, if I was tracing an illustration, it allows me a lot of like really fine grain control to my mind. Like it allows me sort of a level of I don't have to use any tricky tools at all. Does that make sense? Like there's a point at which it feels to me like if I have to use the shape builder tool, things like that, I feel confident with them because I've seen you use them enough times. But at the same time, it is sort of tough whenever you're learning a new tool, to my mind, to feel like, am I implementing this correctly, or am I just sort of like guesstimating at how it's supposed to work? Because Illustrator kind of has a little bit of I mean, you can do anything, but nobody's also going to come along and tell you like, hey, you did that, not quite correctly. And you're absolutely right too about the reflect tool. I think that is absolutely what I should be doing, because even to erase these, the only means I know is to select like no fill on my lines, and then go back. And you know what? Nobody's mouth is exactly symmetrical on either side, so I'm just gonna roughly approximate that.
And you're probably gonna laser the other one, right? The design that
Right.
you already prepared. So
Exactly. But I just wanted to quickly show you guys sort of an idea of then how we would finish it in the end based on the way that I would go about kind of
it
putting
doesn't
this
even matter.
say.
That was a terrible joke.
Oh, it
Nobody got
totally. Listen, I was laughing on the inside. I was laughing so hard. I didn't want to like. It's my birthday. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to like bust a gut like right before I try to go out like for pizza dinner. But there we go, and there we go.
It's dinner, and you didn't invite me. What the?
Of course, I invited you. Didn't you get the invite that I lasered? So listen, the thing what I've done here is I've made sure that these are solid RGB colors. That's going to ensure that the laser's going to read these clearly. Amy, what are you up to? I'm over here just looking at Illustrator, and I'm just like.
Have I shared my
fun,
screen?
but
I can't tell.
I think Miguel.
Sorry, what?
Has Amy shared her screen with you?
Yes. She has. I'm gonna show her screen as soon as you finish that, and you put into the laser.
All right, sounds good. Then the last few steps, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight everything here, and I am going to ungroup them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight everything. I'm going to right-click and ungroup them. Is what I'm going to do. Is what I'm doing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to Object, and hopefully Miguel can tell me what this does. I'm going to go to the Live Paint option, and I'm going to click Expand. So I think this creates vectors of all the pieces that I've made, I believe. Is that true?
Yes. So every effect, not every, but most of the effects in Illustrator, when you're using them to make anything, right, they have kind of a live and they have a vector way, right? So same thing when you're doing reflections, or when you're doing, what's the name of the thing that I did 3 or 4 weeks ago, blending or anything like that. There are two ways that you can release from the effect to become a vector. You can either go object expand, but that will make it a path, right?
Oh, okay.
And you don't want that. You want it to be exactly like you made it in the effect, right? And then you may or may not transform in a path. So you go to the effect and you click release, and normally the effect will release the design that you just made in the way that it should be if you vectorize it like perfectly, right? So when you're doing blend 2, for instance, everything will become stroke lines instead of becoming complete vectors, paths, right?
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Transform a path if you so want. So that's basically what he's doing there. So for anybody that's trying to use an effect, if you can use that effect through object in Illustrator, you should go to object, the effect, and then release.
So one thing also I am going to really quickly do, I'm just going to show that again really fast just to make sure. So first we're going to ungroup everything, and then we are going to go object, and exactly as you explained, live paint and expand it. And then what I've got here is all of my individual squares are now like an actual, they're living vectors. That's living vectors. Listen. And then what I can do is I can also ungroup this. So I'm still in a position now where if I want to direct select one of these and I want to say change the color of it, I can do that by moving it here. Like that. And then the other thing that I like about this too is, let's say that I had made all of these, I don't know, something like a cool like lime green color. This. You can also then, that looks cool actually, you can highlight them all and put a stroke on them to really accentuate. That's a white stroke is what I've done. That like pixel art thing. No, it looks like Minecraft blocks. But yeah, I think it's a really, really cool technique. I think it's one that can be really well utilized for decals in particular. Again, like as I said, because they need to be readable, and pixel art kind of needs to be readable, especially the tradition that it comes from. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to pop over to this guy. So all I've done is I've taken this one skull here is exactly
how happy they are.
They're having a great time. This one skull here is exactly the same as the one I just showed you. Obviously the drawing is slightly different, but the makeup of it is exactly the same. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off this layer, the background.
So Don, how's the weather today?
Here in Mississauga, it is lovely. It's really, really nice. I went out for a nice coffee with my friend. Oh, I forgot to do the cut line. Okay, hold on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my first file. So here's the thing. So Miguel taught me this. This is so cool. So what we're gonna do? No, wait, I forgot something else. I'm gonna go to the Pathfinder. Listen. What's good about this is, so Miguel was talking all sorts of nice things about how I want to divide. I'm not sure what that does either, but I'm told that that's what I'm supposed to do. So then what does that do, by the way?
Wait, which one are you talking about? You're talking about unite.
Divide.
No, okay, so divide
is I'm going to do the cut line after, but what does divide do?
What? Divide literally divides. I mean, most of the Pathfinder things, if you hover your mouse, it's going to give you the actual name of the thing it's going to do. So usually what I do, I divide everything. If I'm simplifying a shape, I select everything, I divided it, so it would delete everything in between. So if you understand a little bit about curve and what curve is and what curve does, it's literally that. So it removes everything in between that is not the top shape, right? And then after that, I use what's the name of the thing? Not unite. No, the third one is trim, and then what? Merge. Yes, and then I merge everything. So it will do kind of an approximation by color, and everything that is the same color will be united, right? So I get merged. So that's normally how I clean up a file, at least the fastest way, right?
That's cool. I'm glad you taught me that. That's really cool. What I'm going to do right now is a really simple and easy cut line technique that Miguel taught me.
Wrap it up, dummy.
I'm going to go to path, offset path. I'm going to make the offset maybe like 40 pixels. We're going to get something that looks terrifying. But as Miguel was just saying, what we're going to do is we're going to unite them. And then we're going to take the fill out.
Control Shift.
Red scope. Hold on.
Hold Control, hold Shift, left bracket. So you pop into the back. Yes. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Now I can make this 0.001. There you have it. That is basically how I would prepare this file to be cut. I mean, obviously you can make this quite a bit closer to the illustration if you like, but yeah, that's basically how I would prepare this for. So, boy, I wish we'd gone over to Amy's design, because I feel like what I've done here is exactly that. So yeah, thanks. So what I've got here is exactly that same thing. I've just got 5 of these same skulls with the cut line, and I'm gonna send them over to the laser.
I'm just being that lenient to you because today's your birthday. But
of course, dude, of course. We're all the time. Come on, I tease you about Amy all the time.
I gotta ask you, like, if we were gonna do an ROI about this, how long do you think that would take? For design time.
This is the thing, is like, because it's a simplified sort of nerds. Okay, so what I've done here is I've made a small boo-boo, but I can fix that. So I'm gonna highlight everything because the laser is gonna understand things in a certain color. I'm going to make everything black that I want to engrave. Just like that. There we go. Okay.
Hit it.
Here she goes.
Okay. So I'm going to put the laser cam up for a while, and then we're going to pop. Actually, you know what? I'm going directly to Amy. When the thing starts engraving, you tell me, and I'm going to put a little bit of the laser cam. Okay?
Yes, absolutely. I'll do that because I still have to put my material in. Is it the Rayjet Manager Engraver? Is what
Rayjet Manager Engraver, exactly.
All right.
That's the one. This is the only one.
There's like 3 Rayjets in here. I love this. This is the best day of my whole career.
Does that happen every year, Don?
I'm having so much fun. No, I mean, last year's birthday was at Trotec was still a lot of fun, but this year is especially sweet.
But you do have a birthday every year, right?
I do still. Yeah, I try to schedule them about once a year.
That's cool. Okay, thank you.
Like a check.
Right. Can I change the screens? Can I do that?
You can,
okay.
Of course. All right. You
my dude, you took half an hour of the stream to do that. Look, I'm gonna tell you before I go to Amy, which is, she's incredible. She's doing something here, and I'm looking at her like, what? She did that on the spot right now. Um,
Wow.
this is the ROI I'm going to tell you guys. This is pretty cheap, right? And we're using Trolleys Lights Premium Black Matte and White 0.008 in. It's like a 132 of an inch. I don't know how to
130.
read things. This
It's
is so
136. That's exactly right. It's really, really.
of an inch. Yeah, this is extremely thin, right? So Don will show you, but you guys have to tape that to your bed. And normally you do that on a flat bed. Please don't do that on a
Honeycomb.
right? The design took like forever, right? So it took like a week for him to do, plus what, half an hour for him to make it like leasable. So if I would tell you the ROI for this is probably minus $500. So
Man, it is tough on this side of the stream.
do not
It's hot over here.
try to make a profit out of this. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but
Thank you.
that's just because of his birthday, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back here. Hey guys, Amy, it's gonna.
Yeah. You all right?
Hey Amy, so how is the weather
You all right?
there too? I don't know. Like, what should I ask you? What should I like? Was it fun? Like, did you prepare something cool for us? I'll pop
Well,
up
I
the
knew it
screen.
was Don's birthday. So I wanted to do like a birthday sticker.
Ooh,
Hooray.
look at that.
So
Did you design
here's
that
the
now, right?
original sketch for it. Yeah, that's right. And then I've just gone over with a black pen with the it's like an inking pen for this tab.
How are you doing that? This is your iPad, right? So you're streaming your iPad
Yeah.
to your PC? Is that it?
That's right, yeah.
That's
It's on
pretty cool.
Lonely Screen.
Is it what? Sorry?
The app's called Lonely Screen if anyone wanted to know.
Lonely Screen.
Lonely Screen, that's right.
That's so sad.
And so in the time
Lonely-
you're talking to Don, I've moved it all.
Lonely. It's lonely
Like
screen,
that.
right?
And now I just
Not
want to
lonely
take that and
screen.
export it to lonely. Yeah, like
Yes.
you're alone.
I was gonna say, yeah. I thought you said lonely scream for a second. I thought like, oh, that's a spooky, that's a spooky name.
That's right up your alley, Don. That's right up your alley.
Lonely stream. Yeah.
Spooky ghosts, like goth.
Think of this like the Halloween stream and not the birthday stream necessarily too, because Halloween's coming up, and so this is like a spooky, scary, you know.
That's true. Oh man, I know that Amy's gonna like blow our minds off in Halloween.
Halloween, yeah, she's gonna blow us out of the water.
You're
as
gonna find
always.
this interesting. I will get it to stick. I'm gonna export this over to Corel Draw.
Look at that. You see, guys, you're looking at the magic happening live right this second. She's designing on iPad and she's gonna take that to her PC and make it a code file out of it. And
I'll be back in a second.
okay,
Oh, there's a bee in here.
what material
What
are you
is this?
using? What?
There's a bee in here. Well, it's not like in the Rayjet. It's in the room. But
Don, you're invisible, my man. Like, where are you?
I'm sorry, I'm at the Rayjet.
He's got the birthday boy. He's the invisible man.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Hi, Dove. How you doing, man?
This is the new power you unlock when you hit.
Dude, where are you? Like, you know.
I'm on the laser cam, but you'd only be able to see my shoulder because I'm presently just taping the material down exactly as you said.
So let me show him a little bit because he is taping everything. This thing has to be taped down. And the reason is, so this is a very thin plastic, and plastics in general, when you're like putting heat on the surface, they will balloon up a little bit. No, actually a lot, right? A lot. In this case, since it's such a heavy engraving design, it will like fold, and you have to hold that thing down like good. Right? Is this something only a Rayjet can do, or would a SP300 have the same capability? Well, absolutely. A SP300 would have that same capability, and it would be faster and stronger as well. Right? Rayjet is our hobbyist laser, and also we put that in our desks, so it's easier. So, but yes, the 300 can do that, and it would probably do it faster. Now, if you're asking about the design itself, the 300 wouldn't help because that would still be Don doing it, so it would take forever. Anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
No amount of
I'm
machine
so-
would save you from that.
I have to say, like, if I didn't get like a little bit of razzle, I would feel like I wasn't actually getting the full like this side of the stream experience. But like, this is a lot of fun. We should do this
Yeah.
more. We should do
For
this
this
like,
stream?
every week.
Producer, can you put the camera closer to the laser so you guys can show the tape?
I just finished focusing it too, so that I don't know if it will go any closer than that, but we can.
Yeah. So you guys can see this is duct tape on the plastic, and it's really taped down, so this thing doesn't fold or bend or bubble up or anything like that, right? So it can be always on focus.
The other option you have too is we sell magnets. You can use magnets with your stainless steel table to hold material in place, but the duct tape is always going to be like our go-to. It's simple, it's fast, it's quick and easy. So especially when you've taken 80 years to do your design.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Amy back so she can answer the question from Danielle Lopez, or something like that. Go ahead, Amy.
All right, I'm back. I've exported it onto CorelDRAW, so it's got a black and white image. So I want to go up to here, outline trace it.
But what app do you use to design that on the iPad? Use Procreate, right?
That's right, on my iPad.
Yep, Procreate is a pretty cool app.
You have to use a stylus to draw on the iPad?
Sent from Apple for saying that.
I do, yeah. Yeah, just use my little Apple Pencil for it.
Oh, that's cool.
Again, we're not getting like a single cent from Apple for saying those stuff. This is a birthday stream, guys. Like, don't take this seriously.
No, it's a fun one today. It's a really fun. I really appreciate you guys.
We're able to talk about brands. You know, I have my own personal Clint Eastwood water bottle here for anybody that.
It's his appearance on Stranger Things where he's in the Upside Down.
Yes, actually, how many people in the world can say that they have a water bottle with Clint Eastwood on it?
Not many.
Exactly. A water bottle that they made with Clint Eastwood on the end.
Exactly, that I made Clint Eastwood on the Rayjet. By the way, this is like a photo engraving made on the Rayjet with the rotary tool off Clint Eastwood for my own personal use. So
whatever that might be. Okay, I'm gonna send this over, Miguel. I'm gonna try and engrave this, and I am really
not try. Do not try. There is no try.
There's only do.
Oh, look at that, Amy. Amy's at the top. Oh my god, dude. She knows how. Okay. Go, Amy. Go.
All right. Go.
Go, Amy. Go.
I've made this into a hairline, so it should be able to cut round where at the bit that's left.
Oh, I just saw it. It's so cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Want to make sure it's a red so it recognizes it as a hairline here.
So what material are you using?
And I'm going to send it off to print. I'm going to be using fancy cardstock, which is like a gold.
It's fancy.
Fancy. I love it.
You're going to find out how I get it to stick. Making just stick a paper in a second.
I should say it's one thing I'll mention about the Trolleys Lights Premium is that they come with adhesive already on the back. So for making decals, they are like the ideal thing.
See, this is why I use the holes normally.
No, that's just a consumables. That's a consumables thing. Miguel asked me on his first day here. He's like, "Is this the Trolleys Lights?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Does these have adhesive on the back?" I was like, "I think so." And then he's like, "They absolutely do." And I was like, "I'm never making that mistake again." Oh, I'm very embarrassed.
Actually, show it on the screen.
Yeah.
What it actually looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to know what it looks like.
What are you talking about?
The trolleys that you're actually doing.
So I have my piece of black-white trolleys. So black on the surface, white on the core is in the machine right now. But this is what it looks like. This is a white-black, so the everything I engrave will turn black here. As Miguel said, it is super. I mean, it's paper thin. I can fold it. I can roll it. Boy, this is tricky. I can fold it. I can roll it. I can do whatever. The nice thing about this too that when you get to the sticker phase, well, I won't show you yet. I'll show you when it gets there. But when you get to the sticker phase, is you are, I mean, basically getting a finished quality sticker. These are very likely vinyl or printed materials. You, with a laser, are going to be able to do the same level of detail, potentially even more detail. 0.001 millimeters, I think, is what we guarantee in terms of tolerances on the laser. So if you have a super highly detailed artwork file, you're going to be able to turn that into a sticker. The only sort of limitation is it's going to probably be 2 colors. If Miguel can show the page on the web store, you can see some of the colors that we have available on the Trolleys Lights Premium. But I know you guys are very, very talented, so I know that you're going to find some good uses for these kind of things.
Yeah, we have black and white. We have silver and black, gold and black, and some like saturated colors, blue, cyan, green, and yellow and black, which I think this is the most used one for signs, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Like danger signs or something like that.
The thing is, like, we don't have to talk about this, but my understanding is that the yellow-black is actually a really specific Pantone that's designed for Canadian, emergency use. If you're going to make, yield signs or particular signage for constructions, that sort of thing, it has to be that particular Pantone of yellow. Don't necessarily quote me on that, but that's my understanding. I love the Lights Premium, though, you guys. We so rarely get to use it, but because I'm such a big fan of stickers and the applications of this, even for trophies, you can use this to sort of jazz up a trophy or something in a really, really cool way with if you have a circle element at the top. We actually have a video of this possibly that I could show you, but you can put a portrait or something like that inside the element. I might have a picture of it around here, but you can do some really, really cool stuff with the Lights Premium.
All right, cool. Amy?
I'd like to mention as well, in the Trotec UK, there is an offer for veneer wood, 15%.
Ooh, that's good stuff. I love the veneer wood.
So if anyone wants to know, there you go.
So how did you guys find your settings for those thin materials? Because they're pretty hard to actually, get the correct settings.
Practice.
Yeah. I mean, for my part, I had a general sort of idea of settings for thins, and then what I did was I worked with Miguel to sort of the original file we did this on was for the 300, so the settings were based on an 80-watt laser or 100-watt laser. So because this is a 30-watt laser, we just basically divided those numbers by 3 and sort of worked towards trying to find the right thing. Would you be able to talk about Z offset though, and how that would affect
another interesting thing that we should talk about is that the fact that I don't know how Amy's doing with the fancy cardboard thing, but for us on the premium, we're doing a Z offset of 0.01, right?
7.
Which is 0.07, no? Like 0.007.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure because 0.7 is a lot.
0.07.
Okay, so yes, 0.07. Normally, when I'm trying something, I start with 0.01 or 2. But this one is quite big, the difference in the Z offset. So when you're going to engrave something that is very thin or has a double layer or a triple layer or something like that, being out of focus is sometimes the way to go, right? Because it has a bigger spot size and a bigger area of engraving. So it'll be even around the whole engraving thing. I don't know how Emmy's doing. Emmy,
yeah.
Tell me about how you did
the Rayjet, so it's cutting now.
I mean, did you do completely in focus, or did you put out of focus? What?
Out of focus.
Out of focus?
Mm-hmm.
See?
We're feeling brave today.
What?
Feeling a bit brave today.
Okay. So
she's been watching the Rayjet stream for a little while, so she knows she can try some of this stuff, and she's got you to back her up, I am using our non-brand specific magic erasing rectangle to quickly remove the extra dust and detritus from my design.
Okay. Look at him go.
Oh, that's so good.
Look at that man go.
Yeah.
Birthday boy.
And on the day of his birthday. There we go. So let me ask you, Miguel, when you do engraving like this, and then you use a non-specific eraser of this type, would you put water on it, or would you just use it dry?
Absolutely. I always put water on it.
Oh, then that's definitely what I did too.
I mean, the only time that I use it dry is if I'm cutting, doing something with clear acrylic, and that's very specific because it's really hard to actually stain clear acrylic. And if I do, either I clean it up with the dry magic erasing, in today's stream we can actually say brand names. Or
awesome. Magic eraser, magic eraser, magic eraser.
Apple. Or we can, or I usually sand it down a little bit, which is the kind of a small laser hack, right? I sand it down the acrylic, and then I use, what is the name of those things? Those pastes that I use to clean it up. You know, for the Jenga.
Paste that you use?
Yeah, that we sell. We have like that 1, the 2, and the 3 to clear plastics.
You mean the masks?
No, man, I'm talking about the paste that we sell. You know,
Right.
To
clean
engrave
the
metal?
plastics. No, to clean the plastics.
Oh, to clean it. That looks awesome.
Yo,
Right.
that
You're gonna
I
wonder
love the gold
how you're gonna
color.
make this into a sticker, but this is where the birthday magic happens.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for doing that. That's
Look at
awesome.
she's gonna mail that to you, Don.
Is she really? That's very exciting.
Why not? Yeah, maybe next month it might get there.
Trotec office, leave it there. They owe me some favors. I'm kidding. Just like drop it there, and they'll listen to us. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, ship it to 123 Trotec at Trotec Street. Trotec. Yes, exactly. So you were talking about the acrylic cleaners.
Yes, the acrylic cleaners. Yes. I
Yes.
forgot
So,
the name.
so we have a few different kinds. The one I believe that you're probably referring to, I think. Oh gosh, now I'm forgetting the name as well. Shoot, I know that. We could pull up the web store if you'd like. Oh, it's the Novus. Novus is the name. Novus 123. Novus. 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 It's really, really good stuff. It comes in different. Thank you, Marcus. I really appreciate that. Novus is the acrylic cleaner. It is fantastic. It's such good stuff.
Novus. Yes.
Novus.
Let me see.
Can I show you guys?
Yes, I did.
Use it on the sticker paper.
There's
Okay.
sticker
That's-
paper.
I never saw that before in my life. What?
It's a little bit different. I had to improvise for today's stream because I don't actually have any of the troll
That's
All right.
okay. That's okay.
Okay, so let me share my screen here. Okay, that is the Novus. So yeah, a little bit of laser hack here. When I have some problems and like a little bit of stain in acrylics, mostly in clear acrylic, I sand it down a little bit. I don't exactly know the grammature of the sanding paper that I used. Right, I should, but I don't. And then I use the Novus 3 heavy scratch remover, and then the Novus 2 acrylic polisher, and it looks completely awesome.
That is awesome.
I mean,
some SMR.
Hold on, you gotta show Amy's screen. She's doing something with this sticker paper that I've never.
Some
What is that?
SMR.
What is that?
ASMR. That's so good. Yeah, a little sticker paper ASMR.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
And it should.
so far so good. It
come off the
should
sticker paper.
do something.
Can you stick any cardstock to sticker paper like that and make us?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So even if it's got like holes and like this, you could instead of like fiddling on with some glue, you can actually just do it through this way. Yeah, I'll just try and start it off.
I can show my finished decal after you're done too. I'm excited.
Ta-da!
Oh, cool.
Okay, so this is sticky now.
Yeah. Wait, there we go. I know I'm not the birthday girl, but here we go.
Honorary.
Oh, it actually
Actually stick.
Sure, like, well, that's pretty good.
That's really good.
It's adhesive, so it's really sticky.
So this shirt is forever the birthday shirt now.
It's forever the birthday shirt.
I like it. Thank you so much.
And we've been talking about branding. There you go.
Rhonda mentioned this in the chat.
The wrong kind of branding, but branding nonetheless.
That they use the Novus 1 to clean stamping tools, which I'd never heard before, but that's really cool. I'm real glad that there's like multiple uses for that product. Forgive me, I what I didn't do was spill coffee on Miguel's desk, but I think everything's fine. Only if I did, it was only on the mouse pad.
You didn't, right? I mean, you're joking. This is
Only on the mouse pad, but it's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I saved it before it was anything but the mouse pad.
Fudge.
So what I'm going to show now is.
Wait. Anyway, let's go.
Hey, can we get a closer look at that?
Let me see here. So I'm going to try and peel this off.
Yes, producer, please show the
damage here.
Yeah, show the damage.
Hold on, so I can get. There we go. It's the pre-existing. Well, let me show you the finished pattern. Obviously, so you could use the pattern tool or the pattern techniques that Miguel already showed you in previous weeks to make really intricate sort of like moving designs on something like this. But for this one, like Miguel was saying, I sort of like spooky, scary, and I also with Halloween coming up, I think that's like really, really appropriate. Thank you.
When is Halloween?
When is Halloween?
Yes.
End of October.
That's true.
31st.
There we go. So it pops right off. And again, like because of the thickness or the thinness, I should say, of the material, you have what is basically like a fully professional sticker. I'm going to pop it right on my notebook.
Yep, Thomas, he did an entire pixel art design for today. You can see in the beginning of the stream, it took forever, but he did it. It took like half an hour.
I want you guys to know that I did a pixel art portrait of Miguel too.
What?
I did a pixel art portrait of Miguel too. There it is. So again, that's something that you can use for anything. In my particular case, I love pixel art. I love stickers, obviously, and I think it suits the man, how do you do this, dude? This is so much harder. You make it look so easy. It's something that you can you're not limited by the two color nature of the material. But I really think it's a great application for something like this, and something that I don't know is really served in the market as much. I mean, I've seen this exact material used to put decals up a guitar neck, for example. It's like customize the neck of a guitar, and it's thin enough that it can sit underneath the strings and over the frets and stuff. So there's some really cool stuff that you can do with this material. Don't watch my tutorial on how to do that, definitely. What I would suggest is wait until next week and then ask Miguel how he would do it.
There is a video 2 years old on your YouTube page that is actually quite useful.
Yes, awesome. Thank goodness.
I know, Amy, you did it like a beautiful birthday cake for the birthday boy. But what I'm gonna do, it's gonna be something pretty cool. I'm gonna engrave my face right in a Trolley's Lights Premium, and I'm gonna stick on Don's car, all around this car. So
yeah,
that's my birthday cake.
Yeah,
going home.
It's like to be reminded of Miguel.
Yes,
I can look in my rearview mirror. There he is. Just like
there he is.
And then I'll be able to do an actual archive.
Yeah. The windows of my bedroom. There he is.
This much to do like photo engraving in the stream. So the first photo engraving would be me for Don.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited. That'll be Miguel's birthday.
And I'm pretty sure he invited you, Emmy, for the pizza party, but he didn't invite me. So I'm feeling really, really upset about that.
No,
yes,
don't be upset. Don't be upset. I am very likely making the pizza, so chances are it's not going to be very good.
I'm going to fly to Europe now. Goodbye.
Goodbye, my friend. This was so much fun. I love
Where's it? And you put it one inside as well, right?
I did, yeah.
So how long did that take?
The actual engraving itself?
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. I believe it's about 5 minutes, if that. Yeah, just under 5 minutes.
I don't know.
Just under 5 minutes. So, I mean, the thing about doing the thins, as Miguel said, that we really wanted to kind of point out, or the Lights Premium in this case, is that it's the preparation of the material that's going to make it really, really successful. Finding your settings, I mean, we can help you find the right settings. As Miguel said, maybe try and avoid something that's too heavy in the engraving to try and prevent too much bubbling. We've definitely run into situations where, say, for COVID, for example, we wanted to do floor decals, like stay, back for social distancing, that sort of thing, from a light material. But because the sign was so huge and there was so much engraving on it, it was almost impossible to keep it from bubbling up, even at low power and stuff. So what I really like about this particular application is it's a good use of a really thin material at a size that makes sense for a material of this sort of thickness. And then also that once you've got these designs ready to go, I mean, once you've got a decal design, you can reuse it and reuse it and reuse it, and you're not going to have to worry too much about, trying to recreate something. If you want to do custom ones every single time, I have no doubt that if that's your business model, you're a more talented illustrator than I am. And so you'll be able to do this much more quickly than
no
I
human being
did.
in the world that can do that.
I'm literally talking to two right now who are more talented illustrators than me.
Dude, you're the master.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, Mike. Hi, Mike. This is Mike. Thank you, Mike.
It came out
so special.
Oh my God. Yeah,
What
exactly.
Thank you,
It's
Mike.
like the Power Rangers coming together. Holy
yeah, it's like Voltron.
what?
I know, that was cool.
Yeah, did we just get like a how they call it when two different shows come together?
It's like a crossover.
Crossover, yes, exactly. We just got a crossover.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Laser Jam and Rayjet Challenge together today.
That was so nice. Please, nobody mention the fact that wasn't socially distanced at all. That was a full on like hug. I'm gonna enjoy that memory. That was awesome. You guys, Mike is a bit of a. He can be a prickly character. You've seen him on the Laser Jam, but he's got a.
If anyone's wanting to watch a video from the Laser Jam, it's last week's with the Akuma craft. Amazing.
Oh yes, thank you so much for joining in that stream. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch our Laser Jams before, we had a great one last week where we interviewed Akuma Crafts from Instagram. She has an online store, akumakrafts.com.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So talented, unbelievably talented.
Amazing. Even I was learning as I was watching that. I was like, oh my God, there's so much things here that she does I didn't even think about.
100%.
And the type of products that she makes is insane.
Think of it this way. It's like Amy mentioned on the stream that she is inspired by the stuff that Akuma Crafts does. And if someone as talented as Amy is inspired by what Akuma Crafts does, then it's just like...
Today, I'm the one that does that. Okay?
Listen. I can do it. It's my birthday.
What is that? Did you do like reverse full black?
I did a double. Yeah. So originally I tested the design with just a single skull to make sure it wasn't going to bubble too much. And I realized I had an extra one. And have you ever had like a lottery ticket with like a scratcher thing on it, like a scratch and win thing on it, and you can't help but scratch it?
I don't play lottery.
No, me neither. But I
saved my luck for video games.
I didn't say it was my I didn't say it was my lottery ticket. But it's like that with stickers. I can't like look at a sticker. I always want to like peel it off and put it on and do this sort of stuff. So yeah. Well, I hope that was fun.
Like sticker mania.
It is. Well, I don't know if I think you saw my book earlier, but like they pile up to the point where I just try and be sure that each one of them has enough room that I can sort of see it. But like, yeah, there's some wonky stuff on here that I can't really tell what it was originally, but.
Even like sometimes if we have like a 2-minute kind of mental break in the middle of a meeting, he's just like doodling.
I can relate.
Yeah. That eventually become a sticker and you're like, oh my God, what are you doing, dude? He's like, I'm just waiting.
Just doodling.
Exactly. Yep. And he talks about talent, dude. I cannot do that. I can't do that. By the way, talking about talent, Don, and you're such a talented person. You're amazing. You know that, like, remember that. That's me being you on a date or me. This feels like John Malkovich, kind of like everybody wants to be John Malkovich. Everybody wants to be Don. No. Your laser friend.
Don Malkovich.
Don Malkovich. Wait, how can you do it, dude? I just gave you like one subject and you talk for 10 minutes straight. No problem whatsoever. I'm here struggling to ask questions to be like, yo, how's the weather today? Like, really? How's the weather today?
That was very funny, though.
What's the price of gas there? You can't. Like, is everything all right?
They call it petrol.
Yes.
You know what it is?
7-Eleven, what do you buy? Like,
don't replicate this, but when I was a kid, I would do book reports on the spot. Like I hadn't read the book, and I would just like read the back like cover of. So I did a few book reports when I was really young of just like being up there and like it's an island that has treasure. It's Treasure Island, and there's like a pirate, and here's like there's a parrot on the pirate, and just like doing that. I think over the course of my life, that sort of just like improv like that has taught me to just.
I don't know.
Into the gap.
That's right. Exactly.
We didn't even get to an hour yet, and I'm like, oh my God, what should I ask? What should I say?
Probably you covered weather. You covered gas.
I covered gas. Covered weather.
No. Oh no.
What else we have?
Play the 30-second thing 6 times in a row.
Help me, man. you're cool. So can you help me out there? Or very own shot.
Let me ask you guys a question, just out of curiosity. If you were gonna make stickers, because I was in a lot of bad bands when I was young, and that's kind of where I learned about stickers and punk rock and all that sort of stuff. So I'm curious, like if you guys were gonna be making stickers, I love this happy birthday sticker, but I'm curious about what you would use it for, or like what you might make, because I don't know. I just have like such a passion for these things that like I'm curious to try, and it feels like a good birthday gift if like Miguel's like, oh, I'd love a sticker of like a like Christ the Redeemer. I'd be like, no problem. And then when his birthday comes up, I'll be like, here's a sticker of Christ the Redeemer. He's like, great. I can't put this anywhere, but that's super like cool.
Why would I want that, dude? No.
And with that,
well, I think you mentioned last week that. Do you do scrapbooking? And I was like, well, I used to when I was younger. Yep. So I can imagine anyone that wants to do a bit of scrapbooking can use like stickers to place stuff in.
100%.
Yeah.
That aisle at the craft store is incredible. The one with the stickers specific for scrapbooking. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Cake toppers, you could do them for cake toppers if you wanted to. Just stick 100%. Them onto a bit of stick. Yeah.
I want to see if I've got the. I'll.
My what?
Mm-hmm.
I think I have the YouTube link for the Miguel. You're going to talk because.
Oh no, I'm going to talk about my stickers because I'm not that big in stickers, right? I don't know what to do or where to put. Right? I like my things clean and tidy. So tidy?
Tidy, yeah.
Tidy. I'm sorry. Okay, so
funny. Can you share this? Can we share this video really fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
Show this.
Do you remember that your screen is just on Illustrator?
I don't remember that. Hold on, I can fix that. This is the part that like Miguel does on the fly. That's so impressive to me. Where the heck is the stream? We have so many tabs open on this browser.
So my stickers were basically when I was like 12, 13, was just Dragon Ball Z, right? I'm a huge Goku fan, and I used to put that everywhere on my notebooks and things. But I stopped, like for real. I stopped writing when I was 15 or so, right? And to this day I still have some notebooks from when I was 15 because I didn't even get to half of it. It just stopped writing, right? Like now I pay attention to the stuff that I'm learning, and I don't write anything. Try to put everything in my head. But yeah, that's when I stopped buying stickers or doing anything sticker related. All right.
Go. Really fast. Can you see this?
Yes.
All right. So I wanted to show you this. So we have a portrait of Muhammad Ali, and this just to like go to show the level of detail that you can do with a material like this. So this portrait then gets interpreted using the stickers, the Trolleys Premium, to do this right here. So that, as I was talking about, to try and like spruce up, say, a trophy design, that black and white illustration there is exactly the same material that I'm using, but just like by a much more talented illustrator. You can see that he's wrapping it here too in a mask, just as a means to try and prevent the sort of bubbling and stuff that we were talking about, and then also to protect the wood of the piece underneath. Let me see if I've got the actual Muhammad Ali itself. Here it is right here. Such a cool material. I think
it's so clever. Oh wow.
It's the thing, like stickers, I think you could write them off very easily as just like a very basic application, but don't forget that you can use something like this to really take a lot of different applications to kind of a next level. I think it's really, really cool. Yeah. And then obviously we have the different colors as we were talking about, so you can sort of do multi-layered designs. You could do multiple colors by layering stickers on top of stickers, and then also we have the metallic colors to you know, add on like a little level of class and fancy.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fancy.
All right.
That's
so
good.
We got to an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm terrible at saying goodbye. Yes. Thank you all. So let's wrap it up. Okay. Let's put another banner here. So you do know Yeah, yeehaw. Like
Yeah,
directly from Saskatchewan to the world.
that's right.
Our very own Don Connell.
Thank
This
you
side.
guys. Thank you guys.
Very own
Thank
Amy
you
Hill.
guys.
This
Yeah.
side. Right?
Yeah.
And me, the host for today, and probably never again. Let me get my shadow.
You were great.
Don't start. Next week, I'm okay.
Yep.
Guys, thank you so much for coming today and for wishing Don a happy birthday and everything else. Hi, Tanisha. Yeah, happy birthday, Don. Exactly.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's it for today's Rayjet Laser Design Challenge. 1 hour, whatever. Goodbye, guys. See you guys
Bye, guys.
next week.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
Mm,
Yeehaw.
there we go.